Okay, welcome to today's Explainer. We are jumping right into the incredible aftermath of the Great Flood. So, picture this scene. The entire Earth is completely submerged in deep, dark water. And floating right in the middle of it, a gigantic wooden ark. Inside, one family and a whole world of animals are trapped, just waiting. It's a massive story of patience, survival, and a really amazing promise. Let's dive into exactly how this wild journey unfolded. 150 long days. I mean, wow, that is how long they waited. Even after God remembered Noah and sent this powerful swirling wind to calm the crazy rain and the wild fountains of the deep, the waters were just totally stubborn. Imagine looking out from that boat for 150 days, seeing literally nothing but an endless, dark ocean, just waiting and waiting for the water to even begin to go down. But as the days ticked by, a hopeful timeline finally started to emerge. It was kind of like watching a morning sky brighten up. After those first 150 days, the water actually started receding. And then by the 17th day of the 7th month, bump, the ark finally landed on the mountains of Ararat. The water just kept dropping and dropping until the first day of the 10th month, when Noah and his family could finally see the Rocky Mountaintops poking right through the waves. But hey, seeing the mountaintops absolutely didn't mean the waiting was over. Nope, Noah had to wait 40 more days. 40 days of crazy anticipation under a brightening sky, wondering what on earth was happening below the surface. Finally, he swung open the window of the ark, the very window he had built with his own two hands. You know, the rush of fresh air hitting his face must have felt absolutely incredible? Now this brings us to a really tricky problem. How do you know if the earth is actually dry without stepping outside to check? Noah couldn't just throw open the front door and take a casual stroll. If the mud was too deep, it wouldn't be safe for his family or for all those heavy animals. He needed a scout to explore the world from the safety of the ark. And guys, he came up with a brilliant trick. He decided to use his airborne passengers. First, he sent out a raven. But the raven just flew back and forth over the waters, which, offered no real answers. Next up, he sent out a little dove to see if the ground was clear. But the poor dove found absolutely no dry place for her tiny feet to rest. The water still covered everything, so she flew right back to the ark, and Noah gently pulled her back inside. But Noah didn't give up. He waited 7 more days and sent that brave little dove out again. And this time, when she returned in the evening, she carried something amazing in her beak, a freshly plucked olive leaf. That meant trees were finally growing above the water. So he waited another 7 days and sent the dove out one last time. And guess what? She didn't return. She had finally found a beautiful dry home out in the big wide world. Finally, by the first day of the first month of the 601st year, the world was totally renewed. Noah completely removed the covering of the ark, looked out, and saw that the surface of the ground was completely dry. By the 27th day of the 2nd month, the earth was officially ready. Just imagine the vibrant, bright green colors of that untouched fresh world just waiting right outside the door. And then came the moment they had all been praying for. God spoke directly to Noah with a thrilling command. Go out from the ark, you, your wife, your sons, and your sons' wives with you. After the rain, the scary rising waters, and the endless months enclosed in those wooden walls, the wait was finally over. Oh, and here is some really cool food for thought for you. There were exactly 8 humans on that ark, right? Well, coincidentally, there are exactly 8 main blood types surviving in the world to this day. Pretty wild to think about. Anyway, it was time for those 8 people to step out into the bright, sunlit world. But of course, Noah and his family didn't go out alone. Oh no, they brought out a massive, noisy, super excited parade. God commanded them to bring out every living thing. The source text literally tells us that every animal, every creeping thing, and every bird, basically whatever moves on the earth, went out of the ark. They swarmed out according to their families. Just picture the joyful chaos of elephants, lions, tiny beetles, and birds all rushing out to be fruitful and multiply on the beautiful green earth. Now, the very first thing Noah did when his feet touched that dry ground was to say a massive thank you. He built an altar to Adonai. From all the clean animals and all the clean birds, he carefully prepared and offered special burnt offerings right there on the altar. It was his way of showing deep gratitude for being kept safe through the absolute greatest storm the world had ever seen. And you know what? That gratitude led to one of the most beautiful promises in all of history. Adonai smelled the sweet aroma of the offering and made a powerful declaration. He said, "I will never again curse the ground because of humankind, nor will I ever again destroy all living things as I have done." As those dark, scary waters became just a memory, a spectacular new covenant was made, completely painting the sky with the vibrant, glowing colors of a massive rainbow. God didn't just promise to hold back the floods, he actually promised a beautiful rhythm for the entire world. He declared that as long as the earth exists, the dynamic cycles of nature will never ever cease. Sowing and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night. This is the earth's forever promise. It's a reliable, swirling dance of life that we still experience today. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with something really cool to wonder about. The next time you feel the crisp chill of winter arriving, or you step out into the bright heat of summer, will you remember Noah, that brave little dove, and this absolutely amazing forever promise? Keep exploring, keep wondering, and we will definitely see you next time.